Hey, what's up, your Skelemystyk? One of those things that I hear a lot of times whenever I'm in the comments or I'm sitting there, I have to admit, this is one of my vices. I do this a lot. I'll be in the comments sometimes in my bat mount kind of hiding, just people watching because, well, I find people interesting. I really do. Some of the things that they do and some of the things that they say are pretty much the richest comedy that you can get. Anyhow, the point of this video, one of the things I see people say a lot whenever they are in the comments is, oh man, I gotta go to Bane, I gotta go farm some snacks, I need some snacks. A lot of times, I'll tell people, guys, you can get a lot of snacks by gardening. And whenever I say this, I'm met with, yeah, but snacks from Bane are easier, snacks from Bane are better, snacks from Bane are this, and snacks from Bane are that. Or, Mirror Lake, I can get pixie sticks there, and there's so much this and there's so much that. You know what? Let's put this argument to rest. Let's have a discussion about this. What is better, gardening or farming for Mega Snacks? Let's go point by point, make a comparison, go over the pros and cons, and see what's up with this. Okay, now, I know at the beginning of this video you saw me at my Red Barn farm, and I had a bunch of evil magma peas there. Now, for the purposes of this video and for standardization, I'm not going to use evil magma peas as my gardening subject. I'm going to use the much-loved, much-known, and respected couch potato. The reason for that is just it's giving me a standard number that I can work with, and you'll see what I mean as I go here as to what I'm talking about. What I'm going to do is one by one go over the pros and cons of the gardening method versus the boss farming method, and we're going to see at the end which one really bears out. Let's start with, let's start with availability. Now, one of the places that you can farm for Mega Snacks is Winter Bane. The other one that people really commonly farm at is Mirror Lake. Right off the bat, my problem with Winter Bane. Even if you bring a low level in there and you make it easy and you go slam, bam, thank you, ma'am, and you're done in 5 minutes, the problem is you're not guaranteed to get a Mega Snack. Even if you do, it's one of those like rank 7 or 8 snacks that isn't really, to be honest, isn't really all that great. And, well, I don't want to spend 10 or 15 minutes, even if it's 5 minutes, down farming to get nothing. That smacks too much of gear farming and stuff that we already have right now. This guy's like shielding like crazy. Really? With the storm shields? Really? Anyway, so that one, I have to say, Winter Bane for me is kind of out in consideration. However, Mirror Lake is much better. If you're a well-geared, good-leveled player and you have a full team, you can also go through Mirror Lake in about 10 or 15 minutes. And at the end, you're guaranteed 2 pixie sticks, which are plus 30 experience snacks. And that's all well and good. If you need like a quick 1 snack or 2 snacks to finish up a pet or something along those lines, that's all good. Okay, the problem I have with that is it takes you, I don't know, 10 minutes give or take. Again, if you're a high level and you're working with a full team and stuff like that, it takes you 10 or 15 minutes to farm Mirror Lake. But those are, again, plus 30 snacks. The same couch potato drops can give you the frozen yogurt, which is a plus 50 snack. Now, what's the big deal? Or you say there's only 20 points in between? Sure, yes, there's only 20 points in between the two. I agree with that. But let me tell you how that translates. Okay? If you're using the plus 30 pixie sticks, you know what, let me back up just for a second here and tell you what's going on with the training. Whenever you're training your pet to Mega, the first one's 125 experience, the second one's 250, then 500, then 1,000, then 2,000. That equals up to like 3,875, I think it is. If you divide that by the plus 30 experience you get for pixie sticks, that means that you've got to train 129.16, or in other words, 130 times to get your pet to Mega with those snacks. Each time using energy to train with. So you're looking at, I mean, wow, how many refills of energy is it? How long is that to wait? Sure, you're getting those Mega Snacks, but for my buck, for my money, for my thoughts, I would rather be feeding a plus 50 snack and getting it over with and burning less energy than I would a plus 30 snack. That's just my thoughts. Okay, so I'm going to go give a ding in the column for gardening on this one, because you cannot get a plus 50 mega snack that I know of from farming either Winterbane or Mirror Lake. Neither one will do it for you. Let me see. Oh, the next point. Okay. The next point is the amount of mega snacks that you can get. Sure, you can pick up 2 every 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, so let's go really easy on it and call it 10 minutes. So every 10 minutes you can pick up 2 pixie sticks, which means that in an hour you can pick up 12. So you'll have a dozen snacks in an hour. Cool, good, no problem. And, well, it's only an hour of your time for that dozen snacks. But then, let's look at gardening. Now, we're assuming, just like with the Mirror Lake farming, that you're of a level where you have some energy to work with and that you have a garden already set up. That is, I admit, a sticking point, which I will get to later. But let's just assume that for now you already have a garden. Let's assume that you have a full bed. Okay, you have a full bed. It takes, if you have all the plants likes, it takes 5 and just about 5, well, 5 3/8, but just about 5.5 days to get a full crop of couch potatoes to mature, to go from a planted seed to an elder seed to where you can harvest it. So that's 5.5 days for 69. So, on the front of availability or how many snacks you can get, on the face of it, it looks like that boss farming is better. Now, I don't want to, I really don't want to seem like I'm slanted here. I'm trying not to do that at all. But you're not gardening that entire time. You're dropping by there and tending your plants for 5 minutes a day, and then you're just going off and doing whatever. You know, be it questing, be it hanging out with your friends, being whatever. Okay? So, even though it's a 5.5 day wait, it's not a 5.5 days where you have to be there and doing that activity and watching the whole time. So, I'm going to, I have to admit, I'm going to tentatively give this one, hang on a minute here, I gotta check it, I'm gonna put another blade on it. I was gonna hit, but I decided to put another blade on it. Anyway, I'm going to give this one to boss farming, simply because you can pick up a lot of snacks faster, just on the short term. Even if they are smaller snacks, time-wise, you're not waiting as long. That's the only reason I'm going to give this one to boss farming, because you're not actually waiting as long to get said snacks. In other words, if you need a snack today to finish something up, you don't have to wait that 5.5 days to get the snacks that you need. All right, so tentatively, I'm going to give that one to boss farming. Now, as far as that being said, though, at the end of the time where you got your garden, you pick up 69 snacks, as opposed to the 12 that you get for an hour of boss farming. So, I'm really giving this to boss farming, but it's really close. I have to say, it's really close. Now, in snacks, just like I was covering earlier, the best snack that you can get from farming in Mirror Lake is the Pixie Stick at plus 30 experience. The best snack that you can get from gardening, couch potatoes, is plus 50 with the frozen yogurt. That in itself, to me, makes a huge difference. Okay, that's really, whenever you go to burn up that energy, or you go to burn those energy elixirs, and you're using those plus 30 snacks, and you're like, oh my god, I only made it to ancient and I'm out of energy. Maybe you don't have the crowns, to buy an energy elixir. Maybe you haven't played Grub Guardian this week and gotten any energy elixirs. Maybe whatever the case may be, and you don't have the energy to complete it. The quality of snack, in this case, I have to give to gardening, because plus 50, so far as I know, is the best mega snack that you can get for pets. The best. So that was going to go to a point in the gardening column. It really is. Now, let's see. Availability is availability in another facet. Here we go with this. There is the little drawback, the little problem of level and membership in the game, and yes, I mean that kind of thing. If you don't have a membership or you haven't bought all the areas for crowns, you can't even go to Mirror Lake to get those pixie sticks. As a low level, you can farm Winterbane and test your luck over and over as to whether you get a mega snack or not. You'll essentially spend a lot more time than you would gardening, because at level 15 you can buy your own house. For instance, the Red Barn Farm, which is a really important thing. At level 15 you can buy your own Red Barn Farm and garden your couch potato seeds. Now, yes, the argument is there that couch potatoes aren't really that available to low levels. That's not true. Whenever 5 boxes comes up, you can get couch potato seed drops from the 5 boxes of Wizard City. As a low level, you can get, although I admit it's not as frequent, I will be the first to admit it, you can get couch potato seeds from the daily quests. So it's not impossible to get those. It is tough, but it's not impossible. But it's no more impossible or tough to have to farm in Winterbane over and over again, wondering if you're going to get that inferior quality snack. In availability, if you're a low level, in availability, this one will definitely have to go neither way. Neither way. It's just as difficult to get a good snack from farming Winterbane, I think it is at least, from farming Winterbane over and over, because it's not even the best quality snack, as it is to go and farm a couch potato seed. One or the other, one or the other. A drop rate's a drop rate, and I don't see where the drop rate is any better for one than the other. I don't. So I'm gonna have to go for low levels. I'm gonna have to go with neither side gets a point on that one. For high levels, I would definitely go in the long run with gardening. Couch potatoes drop like flies once you get up here in Imperia. If you go up here to Secret Tunnel or a lot of these other mobs, couch potatoes drop like crazy up here. Crazy. They drop pretty well from the Gulchers and Mirage, but so far Imperia is the best area, especially Secret Tunnel, to get couch potato seeds. So I would say for high level, I'd say gardening, but just barely. Just barely. I don't want to sound like I'm against boss farming. I really don't. And some of these are really, really close. I understand that. But yeah, I do think, at least for me personally, I think that gardening would be the better option as far as availability. Now, let's see. Some of the pros of boss farming for snacks. Whenever you're farming for snacks in Mirror Lake, you're not burning up your energy. In other words, you can pick up snacks and still have energy left over to train your pet with. Whereas if you're gardening, especially if you're gardening in a mass scale like I do, you don't. Because you've used that energy to tend your plants in gardening, you then would have to refill or wait to train that pet because you've burned up the energy. So in that area, in energy usage, I would definitely give it, without a doubt, hands down to boss farming. Alright guys, that is it on my views for Mega Snacks, gardening versus boss farming. Now as you can see, well, the points speak for themselves. One thing I do have to say about this though, honestly, that I do have to say about this is, when I'm in the commons, I hear people all the time saying, man, I'm out of Mega Snacks. I need to go and farm, go and boss farm to get Mega Snacks. And I kind of smile because I can go, and please, 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 I am not patting myself on the back or trying to say I'm better than anybody or any of that. But I can go, okay, I have 1,000 Captain Cantaloupes. I have 500 tomatoes. I have 500 Mystic Dragon fruits. I have basically, guys, essentially, right now, as of this video, I have spread out across all my wizards probably in the neighborhood of 20,000 Mega Snacks. So, in that particular order, I've got to say I really do favor taking the time and the effort and the energy in gardening. Because in the short term, boss farming is good for snacks. It's good. But in the long term, if you're doing this for very long at all, if you're training a lot of pets, if you're needing a lot of snacks, in the long term, gardening is by far the better option. Guys, I hope that this cleared up this argument or discussion or whatever it is we have here so far as gardening versus boss farming for Mega Snacks. This is my views on it. Tell me what you think. By all means, I love to get into a nice, healthy debate with anybody who has an opinion. If you would like to hang out with me live, watch me in action, and by all means, come and play the game with me. I would love to have that. If you want to do those things, I stream every night on Twitch, pretty much every night. Usually I start around 6 p.m. Eastern. I've raised that time up from a little bit later where I used to be. I usually start around 6 p.m. Eastern. You are more than welcome to come, to hang out, to discuss your theories, to discuss your opinions, not only with me, but with my ever-growing Twitch viewer crowd. These people in my stream are good as gold. You will definitely be made to feel welcome. It's a great, great community we're building here, and I would love to have you come be a part of it. The Twitch link is in the description below. I would love to see you there. Until next time, this is Skelemystyk reminding you that whatever else you do, always love the game. Peace.